AEW Double or Nothing 2020. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the prediction show right here, right now. We are days away. I cannot wait. It is going to be an exciting show. We have an exciting card to break down. First, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I am trying to revamp this YouTube page back up. A lot of things coming your way, so hit that subscribe button if you're an AEW fan. Come on in. There are going to be more AEW topics to come. So, let's hop right on into this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, for my prediction shows, I like to start at the very top. So that's what we're going to do. The AEW World Championship on the line. Big Platinum, Jon Moxley versus Brodie Lee. And you know what, man? I am very excited about this match. How we got here, excuse me as I'm dropping things here, as how we got here, look, I am one to say that, you know what, I like for people to earn their way into the championship, and Brodie Lee didn't exactly do a whole lot to earn his way, but at the least they did something. He came out and he laid Jon Moxley out. So I like that at the least. Jon Moxley accepted the match because you know what? He wants some revenge. And we have ourselves quite the big match scheduled. I think it is going to be a fantastic matchup. Brodie Lee is the new age big man, can fly around, can muscle around the big guys, and can fly around the little guys. I'm very excited to see what he does in his first real big match for AEW. Jon Moxley, the AEW champ. You know what, man? I cannot wait for this. And as for who wins, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me if Brodie Lee won. I wouldn't be mad at it, but Jon Moxley will pick up the victory here. He will retain the title. And you know what, man? One thing I do want to get to, man, WWE really dropped the ball with Brodie Lee. This guy can really talk on the mic. I had this discussion on Twitter with plenty of people, and it's like, man, I never knew Brodie Lee could talk like that because WWE never let him. He has done an excellent job being the leader of the Dark Order, and I expect a excellent matchup here at Double or Nothing. Jon Moxley, however, will pick up the victory. Moving on, we have the AEW TNT Championship on the line. I'm a traditionalist. I think it should have been called a Television Championship. That's just me. But it is what it is. AEW TNT Championship. I don't have a problem with it. Iron Mike Tyson will be presenting the championship to the winner. And man, Iron Mike trying to make a return to boxing. He's showing up at AEW Double or Nothing. A lot of stuff going on with Iron Mike Tyson. But to the match, Cody Rhodes versus Lance Archer. This is going to be an excellent match. This has been the most well-built up match on the entire card, at least in my opinion. The TNT Championship tournament has been outstanding. I gotta say that at the beginning of the tournament, I was sure that Lance Archer was gonna be here, but I did not think that Cody Rhodes would be in the finals at the tournament. But I have no problems with it whatsoever. I loved the face-off that Jake Roberts and Orn Anderson had on the most recent episode of AEW Dynamite. Those guys are tremendous. They've made it really personal with this feud. Jake landed a snake on Brandy Rhodes, and you know what? I like the fact that Cody came back full of piss and vinegar, ready to knock people out, and it has become really personal, and that creates for a lot of anticipation as we head into the pay-per-view match. Look, man, when it comes to the storyline, the face should overcome all the problems that he has had to face. Like, Cody Rhodes has had to face many of hardships. Brandy Rhodes coming at him getting beat down by Lance Archer. So in theory, the face should win here, but in my estimation, Lance Archer, you have a guy that has just come into AEW, and this is his first big match in AEW, much like Brodie Lee, and he really needs the victory here. And unlike Jon Moxley and Brodie Lee, I believe that Cody Rhodes can afford to take a loss here. So you know what? As for who wins the match, I am going to go with Lance Archer to win the match and become your first ever inaugural AEW TNT champion. This is going to be a fantastic match. I cannot wait. Lance Archer gets the win here. So moving on to the AEW Women's Championship, we have Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida, and I like the build to this as well. It's been decent, not on the level of Cody and Lance Archer, but it's been pretty decent. It's got my attention. I love Nyla Rose attacking Hikaru Shida with the kendo stick. That is her whooping of choice, and that made it a no DQ. No counts out match, so I expect this one to get real physical. But here's my deal. If you're gonna make it a no DQ match, whether it's the men or the women, I want it to get violent. Like, we need to get outside. We need some tables. We need some ladders. We need some chairs. Well, we don't necessarily need ladders, but we need tables and chairs and other weapons. Like, I need it to get very physical. I don't want it to be one of those no DQ matches to where, okay, they pull out a weapon here or there, and then it sprawls back into the ring and becomes a regular wrestling match. Like, no, this thing has to get very physical. I move back to the winner of the match. Nyla Rose has had a pretty good run as AEW Women's Champion. I like the fact that you can really tell David and Goliath stories with Nyla Rose as the champion until somebody actually dethrones her. But looking at Hikaru Shida, I really believe that she should have been the inaugural AEW Women's Championship, and as pertains to here, I am gonna say we are gonna get a shocker here in that Hikaru Shida picks up the AEW Women's Championship at Double or Nothing. She picks up the win in my estimation. Instantly when I saw her, I said that should be their first champion, and I think she's finally gonna get the championship here. So moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we have the casino ladder match, and I gotta say, I like all the competitors in this matchup. We have a mystery competitor as well that will be debuted at the pay-per-view. So it'll be interesting as to see who that is. But they missed a real opportunity, they as in AEW, in my opinion, to make this match, or excuse me, to make a casino ladder tournament leading to this pay-per-view. I think that would have been tremendous TV. I don't like the fact that people just get put into the casino ladder match. Like, I think that you should have to earn your way into something like this. The winner gets an AEW World Championship shot, for goodness sakes. I think it should have been a tournament to get into the match. That's just my opinion. As for the match itself, it is going to be outstanding. This is going to be a tremendous matchup. I cannot wait. The likes of Darby Allin, Colt Cabana, Cassidy, Ray Phoenix, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, Frankie Kazarian, Luchasaurus, like, these guys can go inside of that ring. And you seen all of the spots that were taken on the most recent episode of AEW Double or Nothing. It has some dangerous spots as well. Ray Phoenix, man, like, he had a sick landing. And like, I expect that in this matchup, great spots. And at the end of the day, as for who wins, I think that, yes, Darby Allin, this guy is gonna be a star in this company, if not already a star in this company. I think that this is his time to move on and win this casino ladder matchup and get an AEW World Championship shot. Darby Allin will be your winner here. So moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Stadium Stampede match. How about this? Matt Hardy and the Elite versus the Inner Circle. And like, where do you even begin with this? On the go-home show to AEW Dynamite, we closed the show in Jaguar Stadium, and we had a tremendous brawl, And that led to Hangman Page coming out of nowhere, man. I seen Hangman Page and I was like, whoa, look at Hangman Page. He saves the day for the Elite and he takes off like, yeah, I still don't like y'all. Like, that is great storyline continuity for AEW. Great job there. But as for the matchup itself, I expect this just to be wild. Like, I don't know if it's going to be live or taped. My assumption, my guess is that they'll tape it in advance. And like, they have so many things that they can pull out here. You got the ring in the middle of the stadium, so you can have weapons under the ring. Like, you could have somebody running 100 yards down the field. Like, that's what I want. Somebody just give me a heel in the inner circle running away. Sammy Guevara, that's what I want. Sammy Guevara running down the football field and give me a wide pan camera shot of somebody chasing him down the football field into the end zone. Like, this is gonna be wild. That's the type of wild match I expect them to have here. Look, it is going to be amazing. As for your winner of the match, Matt Hardy and the Elite will pick up the victory here. It had seemed like the Inner Circle had been getting the upper hand on the Elite, so I believe them to pick up the victory here. It is going to be an excellently wild matchup. I cannot wait. So moving on, we have MJF versus Jungle Boy, and I gotta say that I would have liked to have seen more build for this. Like, I would have liked to seen a face-off between MJF and Jungle Boy, whether that be in an interview or whatnot. I would have liked to seen that added to the build. But nonetheless, this is gonna be a tremendous matchup. Both of these guys can go in the ring. Both of these guys are interesting. MJF has the personality. Jungle Boy with the in-ring acumen. As for the match itself, as for the winner, you have to go MJF here. That is just my opinion. Both guys could really use an important victory, but MJF he is the future and the now of the company. That is just my opinion. The second best heel in the company, next to Chris Jericho, and at times Chris Jericho is a face because people are just cheering him out the building. But back to the point at hand, MJF picks up the victory in what I will believe to be an excellent singles matchup. Moving on to excellent singles matchups, we have Dr. Britt Baker, she's a doctor, versus Chris Statlander. And man, I don't know if we're gonna see Britt Baker. She took a rough spot on AEW Dynamite, and something was up with her knee, something was up with her leg. I don't know if this match is still gonna go on, but if it does, I expect it to be a tremendous matchup. We're in a spot to where both of these ladies can use the win here. I love me some Chris Statlander. She has done really well in AEW. I love her in-ring acumen as well. I cannot wait to see this matchup. But I'm going to go with Britt Baker to pick up the victory here. I really believe that both ladies need the win here, but I believe that with the way that they have built up Britt Baker's persona, her character in AEW, I believe that she needs this win a little bit more than Chris Statlander, and she will pick up the victory here. Moving on, we have a late add to the show, Shawn Spears versus Dustin Rhodes. Shawn Spears has really been going at Dustin Rhodes, talking about retirement. We had the Shawn Spears news on the Go Home show to AEW Double or Nothing on AEW Dynamite. And at best, this is going to be an excellent matchup. I don't want to be one of those people, but I really feel like they could be using Shawn Spears more up to his capability. That's just my opinion. But nonetheless, this could be a great start into using him much more prominently than he has been used before. I think that he's definitely going to pick up the win over Dustin Rhodes. He definitely needs to win more than Dustin Rhodes needs to win here. So Shawn Spears will pick up the victory here, and we'll see how they use them going forward. Moving forward on future AEW shows. So moving on to the last matchup of the night, we have the buy-in pre-show, Private Party versus the Best Friends, and if I'm not mistaken, this was the buy-in, or at the least one of the buy-in matches on Double or Nothing last year. I could be mistaken. I don't know if that was Double or Nothing or another pay-per-view, but I do remember Private Party versus the Best Friends at some point in 2019. Nonetheless, getting to this match, I really believe that, you know what, I would have liked to have seen more build for this matchup, but that's okay in this aspect because it is on the buy-in show. So this is gonna be a tremendous matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Out of Private Party, I have very dearly missed them. So I am very excited to see how this turns out. The Best Friends are phenomenal as well. At the end of the day, for me, ladies and gentlemen, I am gonna go with the Private Party to pick up the win here. Winner gets a shot at the AEW World Tag Team Champions, and yes, the Private Party, I've missed them, and they are gonna pick up the victory over the Best Friends. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are your predictions for the AEW Double or Nothing card. Follow me, or excuse me, subscribe on YouTube at OMG Corey B, and follow me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter. Give me your thoughts on the AEW card. Let me know what you think at 2SweetPod on Twitter. That's the number 2 Sweet Pod, and at OMG Corey B. Also, feel free to jump down in the YouTube comments. I will respond to everything. I am out.